How's it going, guys? It's Sean here, and I'm back today to give you guys a review of the Air Jordan 3 Retro in the UNC colorway. This pair is set to drop Saturday, March 7th for $190 or $255 here in Canada. The official colorway for this shoe is white, Valor blue, and tech gray. And for those of you guys watching from Canada, this pair will be available at select retailers like The Closet Inc. So The Closet Inc. is an independent sneaker boutique located out of Southern Ontario. So if you guys want to support the independents, I'll add their social media, their website, all that good stuff down below. Before we go on any further, here's a quick look at the box. So it replaces your traditional Jordan 3 box, and the top lid is done in this Carolina blue color. Though it's a very small change than the normal black top, I really appreciate these little changes, and it shows that the brand is paying attention to detail. As for the shoes, this pair continues the reworked or remastered shape that we saw with the All-Star Weekend red cement pair, and hopefully that means this remastered Jordan 3 is here to stay. Aside from the shape, the colors of the shoe are supposed to represent Michael Jordan's alma mater, which was the University of North Carolina, and this baby blue or powder blue along with the navy blue are UNC's colors. Diving straight into it, so the upper of the shoe is constructed using a tumbled white leather. This leather isn't too far off from the typical tumbled leather that we see on Jordan 3s. So with that said, the quality was decent. It wasn't anything amazing, but it wasn't bad either. Surrounding the front edge of the toe box, here we have the iconic elephant print. And again, you'll notice that it's much thinner than recent Jordan 3s like the black cement 3s. And this thinner profile is truer to the shape of the OGs. Moving downwards, you'll notice that bottom strip of leather that touches the midsole, this is also tumbled, unlike for example the black cement 3s, where in many cases this part on the Jordan 3 is usually smooth. Running down the center of the shoe, we have these eyelets. So the bottom two eyelets and the top two eyelets are done in this darker navy blue, and then the middle three eyelets are constructed using this powder blue colored plastic. As we move towards the back end of the shoe, so here we have the return of the elephant print again. And on the back heel, we have this white heel tab with Jumpman Air instead of Nike Air. To me, it's not the biggest of deals. I love the Jordan 3, regardless if they have Nike Air, Jumpman Air, or whatever. So I personally had no issues with this. In terms of laces, so these come with a flat style white lace, and then underneath the laces, we have the tongue. So the bottom half of the tongue is perforated, whereas the top half of the tongue is smooth. It's finished off with this embroidered Jumpman done in this two-tone blue finish. Similar to the Unite or the red cement Jordan 3s, you'll see that the tongue on this pair is closer to the OGs. When I say this, I mean that the liner on the back doesn't roll onto the front of the tongue. And this is how the tongues are supposed to look on Jordan 3s. On the interior of the tongue, we have these red tags, which have the words heart and soul done in upside down fashion. Pulling up the insoles, these come with a red lined polyurethane insole. Instead of just a screen printed or stamped on image on the heel, instead, they've actually stitched on this Team Jordan tag, which is the tag that we commonly saw on Team Jordan products as far back as I could remember. So the upper of these Jordan 3s sits atop your standard foam midsole, which is painted in white, along with this hit of Carolina blue along the back heel. Underneath the heel, we have this cutout which exposes the Nike Airsole unit found within the shoe. And then flipping the shoe over to the bottom, here we have your standard Jordan 3 outsole. This is for the most part constructed using this gray colored rubber. We have this powder blue or a Carolina blue hit on the forefoot, along with this darker navy blue on the back heel. And then it's finished off with this Jordan branding underneath the heel as well. So in terms of sizing, my feet measures as a true size 10, slightly on the wider side, and generally for Jordan 3s, I typically wear between a 10 or a 10.5, depending on the specific model, the materials used on that specific pair. So for both the Unite red cement pair and for this one, sticking true to size was perfectly fine. I feel like because this inner collar has been slimmed down, as a result of that, I can fit true to size with absolutely no problems. So if you've historically been true to size for Jordan 3s, then I just recommend sticking with that same size. Next up, from a comfort standpoint, so really nothing too special here, this Jordan 3 feels pretty much like all your other Jordan 3s, despite the fact that they added the polyurethane insole. It's still going to be decently plush, but for a shoe that's from the 80s. And while I personally love rocking my Jordan 3s, you definitely can't compare it to modern day shoes with modern day tech. So with all that out of the way, let's lace up these UNC 3s and I'll show you guys how this pair looks on feet. These UNC 3s have been long overdue from Jordan Brand. I know there was a PE version that came out with North Carolina's logo on the tongue, but that wasn't really accessible to the public, so I'm super happy they decided to finally release this pair. When I grew up, I used to love rocking Carolina blue, and I still think I have my Michael Jordan Carolina jersey from when I was a kid. This pair is going to look amazing in the summer, and it's just a very clean, very simple Jordan 3 colorway that any Jordan 3 fan should have. So let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think about this UNC Air Jordan 3. Is this going to be a cop or a drop for you this coming Saturday? Again, for those of you guys watching from Canada, this pair will be available at The Closet Inc., so be sure to check them out. Links are down below. If you guys like this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Give me a follow on Instagram at sgo8. Check out my Twitter at sean.go, and visit my website at seango.ca. So until next time, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hopefully you guys enjoyed watching this video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.